Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to see topic as professional ethics. So, in professional ethics, you all know that the ethics principles day to day we are doing that only. In human values, we have different. Human values is the most important factor in ethics. There are types of ethics. Are there. First one is moral and ethics, and honesty and integrity, and values and work ethic, and civic virtue and respect for others, and caring and sharing, self confidence, courage, cooperation, commitment, enthalpy, live peacefully. These are the factors considered in human values. First one is the morals and the ethics. In ethics, morals, what we do, what right we are doing. That part of topics are called morals and ethics. You all know that honesty. You have to do what is your opinion. You have to do straightforward character, and then you have self confidence. Everything you have to do say, what is the right thing you have to do, and then integrity, and then values, and then work ethic. In work ethic, you know that what are the ethics to be followed at work for being honesty. What are the factors we have to do, like that only we are going to see. First one is ethics. Ethics is moral codes are the rules that establish the boundaries of generally accepted behavior. What are the behaviors we are approaching to the others? That is called moral codes. How we are expressing your attitude, how we are expressing your speech, everything and all. And the second one is morality refers to social convention about right and wrong human conduct. That is, I am previously said human conduct. How we are conducting with others, like how we are giving a right thing or you are giving a wrong attitude or right attitude. It depends upon that the morality difference. Ethics are the beliefs regarding right and wrong behavior. The virtues are the habit that incline us to do what is acceptable. What is acceptable is for the condition for certain condition. This behavior is acceptable means we can do that. Apart from that, we can do that certain for certain situations. Vice a habit that incline us to do what is unnecessary. Okay, in some situation, we have to be for that particular situation. We are giving not a right thing. We are doing the wrong behavior means that fits to the wise behavior. And then value system is the complex scheme of the moral values. By complex scheme is already known as complicated because when we are behaving with others, they can predict whether how they will predict by our behavior only, because what we are expressing, they will observe our speeches and observe the behavior, and then they will predict our character. How we are a good character or bad character, they will decide. That is called value systems. And then importance of integrity. Integrity is used to refer to people who acts in a ways that are consistent with their own code of principles. That is called own principle. Now I am conveying one thing to others means I have a basic principles I am having. What I want to do, what I have to do, what other things are not going to do. So everything about my principles, because I can't lose my self respect to others. Okay, and then I have to give my behavior only, not from for others will say like that, others will say like this. For their consideration, I can't change my principles. Okay, and then next one says you often reflect on your own principles when you consider what are you ought to do in different situation. That is why with my principles, how I am relating to different situations. It is called integrity. And ethics in business world. The globalization of organization has created a complex business world, because nowadays the world is moving on for fast forward. For in that there is a lot of ethics and morals are disobeying. Because of that, there is a lot of issues arises and bigger problems are arising. Globalization problems are also arising. because that was the business in that situation. The business are making it for doing business is making it big complex, and the risk in the livelihood of the negative event times the impact of the event. It also impacts the risk in individual livelihood because of negatively anything done or negative means it will affect the total livelihood. And now we are saying why business ethics are important. Why you are considering as a business importance to protect the organization and its employees from legal action and create an organization that operate consistently, produce good business, avoid unfavorable publicity. Because of in companies, it is a frame of organization in that labors and employees and management, everyone are in same chart because in within the company, if any any labor or employee have a misunderstanding or miscommunications or anything and the ethics problems will arise means it will affect the whole chapter, it affects the whole business. So for that only they create an organization operates for separate. They giving a unions, separate unions, separate batches. For the separate batches they have a separate leaders. From leaders they management will take care of what are the drawbacks, what are the good things or right things they collect from that them. Then only to avoid the unfavorable publicity and then unfavorable incidents, everything. This is called code of conduct. Important thing, the guide that highlights an organization key ethical issues and identifies the overarching values and principles that are important to the organization and that help in the decision making. Because the code of conduct is applied in each and every sector and individual for everything. Because I have the own code of conduct, you are also having your own code of conduct. By the code of conduct, you know for this situation what I am going to do. I am thinking this is the right manner means like we can say this is a procedure. We have to do one experiment means we have to follow the procedures. What are the procedures are from step 1 to step 10. Then only the process will completely finish. If we not follow the procedure means the total experiment will be collapsed. Same that we have a code of conduct in companies. There is a procedure to follow in organizations, in any organization, either business or educations or own companies, anything. They have a code of principles will be there. You have to do like this only. For this one, you have to do the exercise only. For it, you have to give purchase means you have to do by this part of this kind of arrangement only. So they have a proper guidance for the code of conduct. So then only we can take the decisions. Okay, the code next one see you see the code of conduct that helps ensure that the employees aided by the law follow necessary regulation, behave in an ethical manner. So by following the code of conduct, the employees obey the laws. What are the laws given in the companies? And then they will follow the regulations, proper regulations. What are the regulations we have to do? First, we have to clean the machines, and we have to operate, and then we have to check the sensors, and then we have to produce the product, and then okay, and then behave in ethical manner by following the principles. Unwanted things will not happen because of we follow the procedures. Okay, and then ethical decision making. Get the facts. Okay, get the facts. What the actual facts going on there. If one situation arises, you have to collect what are the facts there, and then you have to identify the stakeholder and then position. You have to identify the particular stakeholders and what are the positions they in the what are the positions the companies have, and then consider the consequence of your decision. Which decision I am taking, whether it's right or wrong. First, I have to consider that. From that decision, what are the consequences will arise? But I have to previously I have to check whether I have didn't check the consequences by the decision making. It leads to improper things. Okay, and then weigh various guidelines and principles which your Union fairness, common good. Then we have give the guidelines. What are the guidelines? What decision? After taking the decision, for the process we have to give the guidelines. For this guidelines, you do the process. Then only the whatever you got the idea, whatever you are aiming, that will come to you. And then develop and evaluate the options. When you have to given the guidelines, after that you have to develop and you have to evaluate whether it's going on right thing, right manner, or there is any mistakes are there. And then review. If any mistakes arise, means you have to review the decision. And then last one is evaluate the result for your decision. Then finally you have to evaluate from your decision. What are the decision? Now I am giving a take this product and give you a 10 mm thickness. You give the product, and then I will instruct the employees and I give the guidelines. Then finally I have to collect the data. What are the production material came and how many products they manufacture. Any mistakes are arise or not, I have to evaluate, and then I have to submit the results to the management. Okay. And then ethics in information technology. The increased use of information technology has raised many ethical issues for today IT professionals. Licensing of IT professionals, internet communication, intellectual properties, employee and employees issue. And then the major problems in the IT field is first one is internet communication through via communication, either internet or employees communication, and the intellectual properties and the employees issues. What are the issues they are facing in IT companies? And then licensing the IT professional, because everyone working in IT is not becoming IT professionals, because we have to give the IT professionals licensing. Without IT professional licensing, they were difficult to sustain in the society. And there is work ethic. The work ethic is a set of work and vigilance. It is also a belief in the moral benefit of work, and it is able to enhance the character. Okay, it is a set of work and vigilance. It is also believe in moral benefits of work and able to enhance your characters. It will enhance when we follow the work ethics. When we follow the ethics, it will shows your character, how you are behaving in for that match situation, how you are behaving to others. Okay, it will show your enhance. It will enhance your character. Okay, your work ethic may include being reliable, having initiative, or pursuing new skills. So the work ethic may including be reliable. It will be reliable and having initiative or pursuing new skills. The workers exhibiting a good work ethic in theory should be selected for better position, more responsibility, and ultimately profession. The workers exhibiting the good working ethic in theory or practical. Okay, in if they are doing their work properly, then they are giving a better result. Means they will be go to the better position like promotions or salary increments, everything. It will leads to the good management, because if you satisfying the workers grievance, we can grow our production, we growth our gain, profit, everything and all. The workers who fail to exhibit a good work ethic may be regarded as a failing to provide fair value of the wage of the employer. Is paying them should not be promoted. So I already said that if workers didn't follow the ethics or they given the any problems, means they will be depromoted or they will be terminated. Everything will happen. It leads to severe punishment. Okay, and then work ethic is not just hard work, but also a set of accompanying virtues whose critical role in the development. So it is not just hard work, but it is a set of group of virtues. It means a group of employees working together. Then only the work ethic will be fulfilled. Then what is the service learning? Okay, the service learning is a teaching and learning strategy that integrates meaningful community service with the instruction and refers to enrich the learning experience, teach civic responsibility, and strengthen communities. Okay, so first we will know the communities. The communities is a group of members in the one society, that is called community. Okay, in that self learning, service learning. By service is doing the work. By servicing the society, we can get from that knowledge we can give the instruction to the community members. I have done this, I have handled this situation like this. This type of knowledge I have gathered. So I am giving you, by sharing your knowledge, it will be very useful for your careers, and others will also learn from that, and they will improve the communities. Okay, so in the diagram we see volunteer and internship. The volunteer is we are giving any way situation we are going to volunteer, we are going to contribute from that. And the internship, you are going for a training in companies for 1 week or 2 weeks by learning their experience, learning their service experience from the workers. And then field education. That means field education means we are giving a field, we are collecting the field data, like what are the companies are doing, what are the products they are doing, what are this company doing, what are methods they are doing. Like that, we are considering that. And then community service. The community service is by self-serving the society, like any NSS programs or any programs like voluntary we are giving human service, like that. From that your community service will be concerned, and then from the overall that we gather the service learning. Okay, the differentiating service learning from other forms of education. It is experiential learning. The knowledge and skills acquired through life, the work experience and study, which have not been formally attested through any educational professional certification. Okay, experiential learning is the not from the work education knowledge. It's from the service what you are provided in the companies. What are the skills? What are the knowledge you have from service? That knowledge is called experiential learning. And then called internship. The work related to learning experience for individual who wish to develop hands-on work experience in certain occupational field. Internship is the group of students going for the companies, approaching the companies to gather what they are doing, gather the information what they are doing, what are the latest technologies came. From that they going and they went there and giving 1 week, 1 week or 2 weeks they gathering the information. That type of experience is called internship. Okay, and then civic virtue. The civic virtue is a moral underpinning of how situation behaves and is involved in the society. It is a standard of righteous behavior in relation to a citizen involvement in society. So, civic virtues is how the situations behaves and involved in how the situation behaves in the society. Like politicians, like actors, or everything, anywhere. They are giving the speech, means they have to, from their speech, there will be great impact in the society. So, from there, they have to speak in the civic manner only. They can't use unparliamentary words, unparliamentary speech, they can't give because it leads to wrong behavior. So, that it is a standard righteous behavior in relation to citizen involvement in society. Okay, next one is an individual may exhibit civic virtue by voting, volunteering, and organizing other activities. So, from individual, what they can do individual, from I can vote. This politician is good for now. He will solve any problems. Okay, and then this for voting process, and then I can voluntarily do the whatever I can do for society. That is called voluntarism. And the organization and other activities. If I want willing to do with as an individual means, I can join in any communities or any organization to do the good things to the societies, like that. Okay. And then third point, without an understanding of a civic virtue, the citizens are less likely to look beyond their families, friends, and economic interests. Okay, by not understanding the civic virtue, they are not more related to their families, and they are not do their work properly, and they are not communicate with their friends improperly. Okay, everything will comes under the civic virtue. Okay, next one is they are less likely to help others in community to volunteer their time to give non-profit organization or to participate in group activity that benefits society. That is, if you are not obeying if you are not following the civic culture means they are not likely to help the others. For basic things they will not be, if they are not interested to do means they will not do they will not help any others. They will not do anything for societies. For individual also, they will not do anything because of lazy habits. This leads to the bad behaviors. Okay, and then last one is the related ideas for civic issues or citizenship and public good, voluntarism and social capitals. Like I said it before. Okay, and then important one is respect for others. You all know that respect. You have to give respect for either he is a child or he is a older or a man or he became a citizen anywhere. You have to give the respect. Okay. First one, the respect is a feeling of admiration or difference towards the person, group, ideal, indeed almost any entity or concept as well as specific action, counter respect to that esteem. So respect is different from the categories like brothers, younger brother, father, mother, everything, any relationship. It differs from the respect or difference in different situation. The respect will be different kind of that. So in companies, the respect is the most important factor. Because of the why I am saying that is important means by and without respecting the worker head and team leader and management means you will not follow the what are the principles they are giving telling. Because of that, it will lead to the mass production loss. Because if the company will be loss means you will automatically your behavior will be if they identify your behavior will be bad and then you will be depromoted or suspended from the companies. Okay, okay. And then how to show respect. Listen it sound easily by listening or truly listening can be one of the hardest skill to master. If you want a person to know you respect him or her, then tune into what the person is saying. Look them in the eye and offer feedback when necessary. Everyone appreciates the person who really listens to them and shows genuine interest in what they have to say. Because what they are saying means, if you opposite, if you are talking with your friends means, if you want to show I am respecting your friend means, I have to listen what my friends are saying. I can immediately I have not to interpret and I have to do what you listen what I am saying. That you have to don't have to do because you have to listen whatever your friends observe. You observe what he is saying, and then from proper time you can reply for that. That this type of character leads to good things. That's what the first point says. Huh? And then the second one is encourage. If you have had a bad day, then you know the power of the little encouragement can have. We all had moments when we need someone to tell us, "Don't worry, things will work out." I might not see that like much at time, but the person will remember that you took the time. Because if anyone your friends will be sad means you say, "Okay, leave it. I'm with you. Don't worry. We can solve the problems. We can solve the situation." Don't I'm with you means they will care about you. If you care your friends, any relationship, if you care means they will also give their love to you, and then they you can give the proper strong bond between two. Okay, and then living peaceful. Our principle of living peaceful centers on the ethical and sustainable application of technologies which would aim to provide basic needs for everyone without compromising the planet resource. Here are steps which can help to discover your journey towards living peace. What are the living peacefully means? For every human, only one thing they will want to live in this society as a peaceful manner. Everyone needs a peaceful life. Okay, so what are the peaceful life we are going to? What are the steps there to become a peace, to develop, to become or to adopt a peaceful life? Okay, first one is seek to love, not control others. Give your love. Don't control other ones. Okay, and then find your inner peace. Okay, and moderate your convictions. Don't predict others. He is one like this only. He's a bad boy. He's a good boy, and he is not a. He is He's arrogant boy. He is selfish. Then don't convict them. Okay, and then be peace and a reflection of thought. By giving a, if you're going on an interaction with your friends means don't give you a reflection of thought in a hard manner because it leads to the breakage in the relationship and seek forgiveness not revenge. Okay, and then live in joy. Okay, and the most important is caring. Being caring allows you to have empathy for others and to live life based on the affection, love, and compassion for the people around you. Okay, caring. You almost all know what is the caring. Okay, the caring is different from also different relationship. Okay, being caring means providing a listening ear, notching when someone needs help, and helping your community without asking for a reward. Okay, for you, if you want to give a care, if you want to show your care with your loved ones means, or father, mother means, you have to listen what they say, and then you have to help without their notice. Because I'm asking, I have done one thing. You didn't tolerate me. You didn't say anything about me. How I am help with you. That you have to not consider for that. Without any reward, you have to do your help. That is called caring. Okay, if you want to know more caring today, these are steps to be followed. First one is be polite, and then be affectionate. Be polite. What is mean polite? Overly formal. Okay, you want not to be overly formal. I'm like this only. I want to do this. Okay, this stuff you can do is one on you on your own. You do this alone. I'm not responsible. That you are not going to say. In caring, you have to involve with your friends. What is they thinking? What are the situation? You have to mingle with that situation only. You can take the caring option. Without involvement, you can say, I'm with you. You can do, and then you say like that. But you are not helping means it will shows the your bad behaviors. But in caring, you have to show your what you are carrying. You are caring about your friend. You can solve the problem is you can go. If your friend says no, don't come, I will manage this. Well, no, I will manage you. I will come. I will help you. Then you can go. It will show more care about. He will think, oh, my friend is over caring about me. It's very helpful. Then he will be strong to handle that situation. Okay, this type of caring is called okay, and then treat others like what you want to be treated, and then be considerate to others. Okay, if you want more caring, then you have to kind and thoughtful towards others. You have to be kind, not arrogant. You have to be kind. Then only your friends or any relationship they will listen. How you are, if you are giving arrogant speech means he will not tell anything to you. Okay, if you are being kind means he will openly tell what the situation is there. Because not everyone shows their personal things to everyone. Only close circle only knows he will for close circle only he will share his personal bad things or personal help. Anything will be asked in close circle only. Okay, the close circle means the who cares him more much with he will share only information with them only, not for whole others. Okay, and then sharing. Sharing is a joint use of resource or space. It is a narrow sense. It refers to a joint or alternating use of inherently finite goods, such as common spatial or shared residence. It is also process of dividing and disturbing. Okay. Apart from obvious instance, which we can observe in human activity, we can also find many examples of things happening in nature. Okay, when organization take place in nutrition, oxygen, for instance, it is the internal organs are designed to divide and distribute the energy taken into supply parts to the body that needed. They are simply saying that your oxygen air, because we are collecting oxygen from the surroundings and we are inhalating to our body. In our body, the body separates, the lungs separate the oxygen to each and every part for functioning. He is sharing the, he is not absorbing the whole oxygen to his only. He is sharing the oxygen to every parts for smooth functioning. Okay, if you are having a good, if you are having good knowledge about problems, means you have to share your opinion. Then only the problems will be solved. Otherwise, the problems will be there only. It will not solve, because if you are not sharing whatever you are having, what are the knowledge, what are the good behaviors, what are the things what are the good things you are having, is you have to share with the surroundings. By sharing only, they will also opposite, they will give a opposite. For every reaction, there will be a opposite reaction will be there. So, okay. And then honesty. Honesty refers to fact of moral character and connects positive and virtuous attributes such as integrity, truthful, straightforward, including straightforward contact. So honesty is what is the truthness. Okay, what are the truthness, integrity, self-integrity, and self-confidence, and then straightforward. What I am thinking, I have to do like this only. This is my behavior, this is my character. I will do this type of for this situation. I will do this only. I will not tolerate any changes in my character for others. Okay, that is shows your dignity. What I am, what I am showing, what are the respect I am having, what are the procedure I am having, what are the code of conduct I am principle having. That belongs to the honesty. Okay, honesty is the best policy, is a proverb of Benjamin Franklin. Okay, honesty is the best policy. And then another one, Thompson Jefferson says that honesty is the first chapter in the book of the wisdom. Okay, and then courage. Courage, what is courage? You also know as a bravery action. Okay, it is courage is a choice and willingness to confront agony, pain, danger, uncertainty, and dimension. If there is a fire accident, means you can seek the help for others, because without anyone is not there, means you have to bravely, you have to do things, but you can't do your bravery means you have to helping also, but you have to do in bravery manner without any affection, any damage, any drawbacks. You have to do the things right. It is called courage. Okay, they are saying that the physical courage is a courage in the face of physical pain, hardship, death, or threat of death, while moral courage is the ability to act rightly in the face of popular opposition, shame, scandal, discouragement, and personal loss. So, if someone is portraying you are in a bad, if someone is portraying you are a bad, you are a bad boy, you are a bad girl, you are a bad things you are doing, means if for your thing you are right, means you have to bravely fight with them. You have to bravely fight. I am not like that. I am doing this type of work only. I am not doing this all time. That you have to bravely you have to do. If you are not bravery, means you will not tell anything to them, because it leads to you are a bad behavior, you are a bad boy. That only they will consider that. So you have to act as a courage manner. Okay, and then cooperation. The cooperation is the process of group of organization working or acting together for common or mutual benefit, as opposed to working in competition for selfish benefit. So cooperation is the working together or acting together to develop the product or to develop the society, anything. Without, if you are group, you are doing 5 members are doing their own work, means if they are not cooperating with each other, means the process will be failure. Okay, that's what they say. Okay, and then commitment is a willingness to give your time and energy to do something that you believe in, or promise or firm decision to do something. If you are a committed means, if you are committed to one work means, you have to give your full effort in that work. Because if you are given the promise, I will finish the work within the 2 days, then you have to finish it within the 2 days. If you delay the time means, they will it will show the he's not promising the what are the things he do, then only they will consider that. It leads to your loss. If you are doing company means, you are saying the customer it will be delivered to you 1 week. If it is not delivered to about more than 2 weeks means, the customer will file the complaint and he will not buy the product in future onwards. So it will lead to the loss. Okay, these are the commitments. And then self-confidence. The self-confidence relates to self-assuredness in one personal judgment, ability, power, etc. Okay, sometimes manifested excessively. Being confident in yourself is infectious if you present yourself well. Others will want to follow in your footsteps towards success. If they are saying that if you are self-confidence, you have a self-confidence means what are the right things you got in mind means you are going to do that. I will do that this only. I am confident what I am doing. This is right. I am in confident. This is the right thing I am doing. Means if it is the right thing means they will others will follow your foot, because follow your characters. What I am what I am done. For this matter what I am done. But they will follow. If it is a right means they will also will follow. Okay. And then character. The leader or person who likes to be in charge may have a following characteristics: dominating, boring, ambitious, and picky and silly and cold-hearted. So in rude, and the character is it shows the human character. What are the situations? What are the characters? Okay, that is caring, and then rude, self-centered, and discouraging, and arrogant. Everything it belongs to some characters. Okay. And thank you. We can see you in next video study.